All right, let's bring in NBC News legal analyst Misty Marris for more on this case. So the jury heard from the plaintiff, a 20-year-old known as Kaylee or KGM. They also heard from experts, engineers, even Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg. So with all that said, what does the jury have to sort out and figure out?
Right. So the core of the issue is, did these platforms, these companies, act negligently when they designed these particular platforms? And did they fail to warn? So those are the two issues that the jury's going to consider when there's negligence: the design of these platforms and failure to warn the public about the dangers. Were those dangers foreseeable? Is it something that they should have known about, knew or should have known? And then there's another element, Joe, and that is causation. Did that negligence, that design defect or failure to warn, actually cause the harm that is alleged in this case?
So YouTube and Meta have really zeroed in on this specific plaintiff. They're arguing she had other challenges in her childhood, complicated relationship with her mother, saying, quote, not one of her therapists identified social media as the cause of her mental health struggles. How strong is that argument, do you think?
This is a really, really central issue to the case, because not only, as we said, do you have to prove that negligence aspect, there has to be causation. And the requirement is that the use of these platforms, and not the content viewed, Joe, that's an important distinction, the actual way that these platforms are designed was a substantial factor in causing the harm. And in this case, it's anxiety, depression, body dysmorphia. Now, we heard a lot of testimony. We heard from medical experts, which say that KGM, the plaintiff in this case, had a turbulent home life, that she sought medical help, that social media was not one of those things that was documented as a cause of her mental health issues. So that's something the defense really focused on. We also have arguments in that same realm of causation. Is this a clinical addiction? And also, was this caused by the actual design defect of the app? Or was this caused by the content that was viewed, which is out of the reach of the jury in order to find that causational link?
We keep calling this landmark, the first of more than 1,600 similar cases against social media companies. Real quick here, how much of a legal precedent could this set?
I mean, this is a really unique case because the big tech has largely been shielded from liability and from actually going before a jury. So these other cases, this is a tester case, one of 20 tester cases, which is going to see how juries react and actually create law. Because remember, Joe, after this, whatever the jury does, there's going to be appeals. And those appeals are going to say whether or not these types of verdicts can be sustainable. And that's really going to open the door for these other cases, or it's going to potentially maybe see some of these cases settle. But this one is really going to pave the way for how the rest of the cases are treated.
A reminder, it won't end with this verdict here.
Right.
All right, Misty, thank you so much.